Hello, Paige here, your Watersheds educator with the Fraser Valley Watersheds Coalition. Today, we're talking about watersheds. We talked about what is a watershed in a previous video, so we're just going to go over that quickly, and then we're going to make our own miniature watershed.
A watershed is all of the land area that drains into a common body of water. This can be a little bit difficult to picture, so let's get to the activity. The supplies that you'll need for this activity includes 1 piece of paper, 3 washable markers, and a spray bottle with water.
So the questions that we're asking ourselves while we're doing this is, how does water move through a watershed? So the first step is to take your paper and crinkle it all up. Make it a tiny little ball, and then we're going to open it up, but don't flatten it out all the way. So the paper is going to represent our watershed. So we're going to grab our first color, and we're going to put it in the high areas. So we're going to color the ridges and the tops of the mountains. Now our next step is to take our second color, and we're going to color in the low areas, so the valleys and the places we think that water would pool. Okay, so our red color represents human activity, where we think humans will be. So we have some in the upland area, maybe living up there. We've got some maybe in the lowland, floodplain area for the agricultural value. Now, we have our ridges and tops of mountains. We have our valleys and the low-lying areas where we think water will go and pool. And we have our human activity, maybe living, maybe doing agriculture. Now this is the most fun part. We're going to take our water and we are going to spray down our watershed. We're going to make it rain. And we're going to keep watch on where the water goes. Okay, so we have some water going down our valleys. We've got water coming off of the ridges. Do you see how the green marker is bleeding a little bit there? And we have some red coming down over here. And we've got some pooling happening. We've got water coming down this side of our mountain. So, do you see how this red here is starting to bleed out and the water's traveling down the hill? And over here we're getting some purple mixing. So this is showing us that what we do at our houses, like over here, how that's bleeding there, what we do at our houses and in agriculture, it affects the water downstream of us. So we need to be careful in what pesticides and herbicides and even what we put on our lawn, because everything that we do in the upland areas is affecting someone else downstream, and it could be other people or it could be animals, plants. Okay, we've got some of our green running and our red running, and it's all traveling down the hill towards the flat area where this would probably be like a lake or maybe even the ocean down here. What we've learned with this activity is that water travels down the mountain. So it's following gravity, it's traveling in the easiest possible route that it can. And what we do as humans affects anything downstream of us. And it could be other humans, it could be animals, plants, and it's important to be aware of what you are putting into our waterways because it affects our water quality and our habitat quality. I hope you enjoyed this activity. I'm Paige, your Watersheds educator with the Fraser Valley Watersheds Coalition. Thank you so much for watching.